your revaluation results have come. Many of you all are busy with finding out those results and all that. You're unsure about what is going to happen in the future, what's going to happen about the exam, with the way the cases are mounting in India. It is uncertain times, and of course the other thing, the Ramzan season also starting today. Well, we have to cope up with all the things that's happening around us. We are finally in the last lesson of Unit 5 for the second semester, for the fourth semester. So this is Unit 10, Lesson 3, Grammar, Common Errors. And rightfully, the last lesson of your syllabus should be Common Errors, because for the last 2 years, you have been studying grammar, structures, and all kinds of things. So any kind of, you by now, the 2-year course of study should have prepared you for detecting any kind of errors that you see in whether it is spoken communication or written communication. Now, what is error? Error is a noticeable deviation from the norm. What is a norm? The accepted, what do you call, what is accepted, what is correct. Okay, so when there is a deviation, that is an error. So that, what does that reflect? That reflects the fact that the user, while speaking or while writing or while reading, does not know the correct rule. And that is why because the communicator of the language, whether it is written, spoken, doesn't know the correct form and has deviated, so the error or the lapse has occurred. So now we have been learning language from class 1 to class 10, then 2 years in inter, and now 2 years in degree. Okay, so we almost had like what? 14, most of us had 14 years of study of the language, some of us 10, depending on when you started learning the language. You should be able to pick up the errors, notice the errors, and this is the culmination of your language study. That is, we should be able to detect our errors and correct errors, not correct errors in others, in ourselves. Okay, and this lesson is very, very important, common errors, because for all the examination, whether it is Group 1 or UPSC or any kind of employment related examination, common error, they give a sentence and you have to detect the errors. You have to make correction of sentences. That is, you're using your knowledge of the language, the grammatical structure, the pronunciation, or whatever it is, whatever you have learned about the language, the structure of the language, the form of the language, that you will be using to detect these errors and correct the errors. Did you get it? So you must be able to know what is the correct form, the norm, the accepted structure, detect or find out where the error is. It could be it could be in an article, it could be an adjective, it could be an adverb, it could be a verb, it could be a tense, it could be a spelling mistake. Okay, it could be collocation, it could be about appropriacy, what we did yesterday. Okay, plurals, singular, plural, active, passive. It could be a mix of active, passive. So all the forms that you have done over a period of time culminates in this common errors lesson. Okay, so there are 3 exercises we will do. There are 4 exercises. We will do all the 4 exercises in detail with you, so that you know what the errors are and how these could come. So you could be given these exercises and you have to correct the error. Shall we do the exercise? Then it makes sense. So you should know from article to exclamation mark, that is, punctuation, all your parts of speech, active, passive, pluralization, all the things that you learned in grammar, spellings, all that you must remember while you are correcting the errors. All right? So let's do exercise 1, correct the following sentence. I'm going to read the sentence and then we will correct the sentence. You can unmute yourselves, because if you, you can do it along with me. Okay, so unmute yourselves, students. So we will do the correction of sentences. The first one, The chair is made of the wood. The chair is made of the wood. What is the mistake here? What is the correct sentence?
The, ma'am.
Yeah, so the correct
chair is
sentence
made of wood.
Very good. The chair is made of wood. So there is the unnecessary use of the article the there. So you remove it, okay? And the definite article the is not necessary. So the correct sentence is the chair is made of wood. The second sentence, he always eats piece of chocolate after lunch. He always eats piece of chocolate after lunch. He eats dash piece of chocolate after lunch.
A piece of chocolate.
A piece, very good. A piece of chocolate. So you needed to use the indefinite article a before chocolate. He always eats a piece of chocolate after lunch. If you read it carefully, the sentences, you will be able to detect the error. Third one, she told me the interesting story. She told me the interesting story.
An interesting story.
Very good. An interesting story. You will use the indefinite article an because interesting I is a vowel. Okay, so you will use an interesting story. The is wrong. Fourth one. He has good idea about the matter. He has good idea about the matter. He
A
has
good idea about the matter.
Very good. He has a good idea about the matter. Most of them are articles, okay? He has a good idea about the matter. Fifth one, I saw him in yellow car. I saw him in yellow car. I saw him in dash yellow car. I saw him in a yellow car. A yellow car. 6. People consider him as a great leader. People consider him as a great leader.
As.
Remove as. Very good. People consider him a great leader. Don't need as there. As. Okay, so you remove as. People consider him a great leader. 7th one. I agree with your proposal. I agree with your proposal. Now we have moved to prepositions now. I agree with your proposal. Instead of with, what will you use? I agree to. Very good. I agree to your proposal. Earlier we were doing articles. Now we have moved to prepositions. I agree to your proposal. Very good. The next one, 8th one. They started to Karimnagar. They started to Karimnagar. To. Replace to with another preposition.
Went.
Not went. Went is tense, no? It is a verb. Went is a verb. So you have to use another preposition here. They started to Karimnagar. Instead of to, use another word. For. For. They started for Karimnagar. You don't say they started to Karimnagar. They started for Karimnagar. Okay? So that is they are going to Karimnagar. 9th one, they will return in this month. They will return in this month. Again, a wrong use of preposition. Which one? What is the preposition there? In. Remove in. There is no need of in. They will return this month. There is no need of in. They will return this month. And the last sentence in this exercise, I suffer with short-sightedness. I suffer with short-sightedness. Replace the preposition with, what will you use? Very good. From short-sightedness. So did you see that? We did few with articles where the definite and indefinite articles were either used wrongly or not used. And then we had few sentences where the wrong preposition was used. Okay, so you need to read it carefully, detect the error, and correct it, because you and please read the sentences 3 or 4 times, and because you know the language subconsciously, unconsciously, you will be able to detect the error. Is that all right? Shall we move on to exercise 2? Okay, students, let's move on to exercise 2.
Okay. Good afternoon, students. Now we have learned that an error is a deviation from normal usage because of lack of knowledge. And we have also learned that in exercise 1, when we have done the exercise, we have learned what are the common errors that we do while using articles and prepositions, right? Now we will go on to exercise 2, which is a little difficult, where we will try to find out the errors that we generally commit while using our tenses. Now let us come to the first sentence, that is, the police will cancel your driving license if you will break the rules again. The police will cancel your driving license if you will break the rules again. What is wrong over here?
Driving
What is,
license.
no, we said this is where we are trying to look at the error in tenses. Now I'll give you a small tip over here. See, the police will cancel your driving license. This is if clause, right? We have done if conditional clause. If you will break the rules again. So don't use will for 2 times in a sentence. The small hint I'm giving you is only in the first sentence we'll say the right answer is the police will cancel your driving license if you break the rules again. There is no need of using again will. Is it clear? Now yes, next one is, it is time they start. It is time they start. What is the error over here? Can you all guess? Now we should never say it is time. Yeah, very good. They started. You should say it is time they started. Right? Now coming to our third sentence, please read this sentence carefully, those who have the text, and those who don't have, take it down. He lives in Delhi. He lives in Delhi for 5 years. He lives in Delhi for 5 years. What is wrong in this sentence?
Lives.
No.
Lives.
He lives in Delhi for 5 years. Now remember, whenever we are talking about period of time, that is for 5 years, or point of time, say from Monday, from 1995, always your sentence should be in present perfect tense. So your right answer is that he has been living in Delhi for 5 years. Got it? If it is period of time or point of time, you should always use your present perfect tense, that is has or have, depending on the subject. So here the right answer is he has been living in Delhi for 5 years, right? Now let us move to the fourth one. If I had known of your arrival, I would meet you. If I had known of your arrival, what is this thing? If I had known of your arrival, I would meet you. Now, what is wrong in this sentence? If I had known of your arrival, I would meet you. I know it is difficult because we are dealing with the second level where it is, we have to find out the error in tenses. Now, your right answer here should be, if I had known of your arrival, I would have met you, right? What your right answer is, if I had known of your arrival, I would have met you. That means this is over, right? Next, fifth one will come. He was late, so he is scolded by the teacher. This is very easy. I think you can solve. Read the sentence carefully. He was late, so he is scolded by the teacher. What is wrong in this sentence?
Was.
Very good. When you start your sentence in past tense, it should end in past tense, right? So your right answer is he was late, so he was scolded by the teacher. Got it? Now next, we'll go to the next one. The teacher is taking 2 classes daily. The teacher is taking 2 classes daily. What is wrong in this sentence?
Taking.
What should be there then?
Takes 2
Is-
classes.
Yeah, remember something that you do it every time. The teacher takes classes the teacher takes 2 classes daily. Whenever you're talking about what you're doing every day or which is your habit, it should be in simple present tense. So your answer is the teacher takes 2 classes daily. Now the next one is I am having a headache. This is what we always make error while speaking. Generally, Indians make this error. I am having a headache. What is wrong over here?
I have headache.
Yeah.
I have a headache.
Remember, I have a headache. I have a headache, right? Now, another tip I'm giving you, have will never take ing form. Have, the verb have will never take a ing form. Now, next, when she sings, you can't help to listen to her. When she sings, you can't help to listen to her. Now, this is very little difficult. Now, what you should remember is that this is when she sings, you can't help but to listen to her. You should insert your word but. So, your answer is when she sings, you can't help but to listen to her. Got it? Now, the 9th one. He wants that I should do the work. He wants that I should do the work. What is wrong over here?
He wants to do the
Me
work.
to do the work.
He wants, yeah, very good. He wants
to do the
me to do the work. The right answer is he wants me to do the work. Now, the last sentence, that is 10th one. The students and the teacher is in the class. The students and the teacher is in the class.
Are in the class.
Are in the class.
Very good, very good. Now, because now see, here 2 subjects are there. Student is also a subject and teacher is also a subject. But we will take the first one, the students. Students is plural, so your verb should also be plural. For example, if I give the sentence like this, the teacher and the students, then you should write is in the class, because teacher is singular. The first subject, we should always take into consideration the first subject. If the first subject is singular, then your verb is singular. If the first subject is plural, then your verb is plural. Is it clear, students, with tenses? Right? Now, now that we have done with our tenses, we will, Bangla ma'am will take you to the third exercise.
Third exercise.
Thank you.
This third exercise, we are also running short of time. We have only 8 minutes. We'll see if it breaks or in between. Before we finish, we'll again join back, okay? Correction of the following sentences. The first one, now this is all mixed. First exercise, you had articles and prepositions. Second exercise, verb and tenses. The third one is a mixture, okay? First question, you need not to tell me again. You need not to tell me again. How do you correct it?
You need not tell me again.
Very good. Marakasari, we don't need again one more two there. You need not tell me again. Remove that two. Second, they disposed of all the junk. They disposed of all the junk. OFF
They
of,
disposed of the junk.
they disposed
Remove
of
of.
all the junk. It is
Of
OF, not OFF, of. It is of. They disposed of all the junk. Third, he is trying hard to cope up with the situation. He is trying hard to cope up with the situation. Cope up is used or cope with is used. You don't use it again, double, cope up with. No, you say he's trying
Cope
hard to
with.
cope with the situation. The next one, did you ever read the Jungle Book? Did you ever read the Jungle Book? When you're asking about a question, especially with reading, so you don't use
Did you
it.
read the book?
Instead of did you ever, you say have you ever. Eppudanna chadivinra. So in this place, you will say, have you ever read the Jungle Book? Next one. According to me, it is true. According to me, it's true. never use according to me. Instead you say in my opinion or I think. So instead of according to me, you use in my opinion or I think. According to me, God, according to somebody else, it could be that. According to me is a wrong usage, you never use it. Instead you say in my opinion. In my opinion, it's true. Sixth one. If I will be late, I will call you. If I will be late, I will call you. So this is the first conditional future real. So how do you correct it?
If I am late,
Yes, if I am late, I'll call you. Very good. Next one. She tried to quickly finish the book before she had to leave. She tried to quickly finish the book before she had to leave. She's splitting the infinitives.
Trying.
She tried to finish the book quickly, not quickly finish.
Yeah.
She tried to finish the book quickly before she had to leave. Next one. While walking in the garden, he found a sparkling woman's bracelet. While walking in the garden, he found a woman's bracelet. How do you correct it?
woman's sparkling bracelet.
Bracelet, very good. While walking in the garden, he found a woman's sparkling bracelet. Ninth one, very often commonly made mistake. Please reply back immediately.
Back.
It is like saying
Reply
return
immediately.
back the books. Please reply back immediately. How do you correct it?
Please reply immediately.
Yeah, please reply immediately. Reply antene vapas samadhanam cheppatam. Like return itself means giving it back. Again, you don't use it double. Reply back, return back, you don't say it. So please reply immediately. Last one, very often commonly asked question in almost all the competitive exams, you get a sentence like this. Being a hot day, the old man did not go out. Being a rainy day, we stayed indoors. Being a lockdown, we are at home.
It being a odd day, the old man did not go out.
So what is being? That being has to be established. So you always put an it. It being a hot day, the old man did not go out. It being a rainy day, or today being the rainy day, we did not go out. Today being the lockdown day, we are at home. So it being, today being, that day being. So that being has to be established. This is how you correct your following the sentences. With this, we have come to the end of Unit 10. We are done with it. Any doubts, any questions? We have 2 more minutes. Suchitra ma'am, Anita ma'am.
Yeah, I'm there on the line, ma'am. Any doubts, students?
Any
We
questions?
have also given you the key. Any questions you can ask us. So you have understood it? Say yes or no.
Yeah,
Give some answer.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, you have understood? Right. Thank you very much. Stay safe. Don't go out. Right? If all of us stay indoor, then we all can meet in person. Otherwise, we'll all have to meet like this in Zoom only. Hope
Take
we
care,
don't
ma'am.
extend this meeting. Take
Corona
care.
is going to spread. Now community level spreading is happening. So be extra careful this 1 week. Okay?
Don't come out. 1 week, just be locked up in your rooms.
And home.
Okay? Home.
So take
Okay.
care. We'll stop here. We'll again meet
Right.
tomorrow. Tomorrow, what we will do, again, we'll post you in the group. What is the topic, how we'll start the revision. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Thank you so
students.
much. Stay home
Thank
and
you,
be
ma'am.
safe.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right, ma.
Thank
I'm
you.
ending the meeting then.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Bangla
You're
ma'am, shall
welcome.
we come back on phone?
Yeah. Let me end the meeting.
వస్తామా?
I'll end the meeting, ma. Okay?
Okay, okay.
Right. Thank you.